How do people express their feelings? People express their feelings by having a conversation with someone. And a conversation between two or more people is known as a dialogue. And that is exactly what we're going to learn about today. We're going to learn the art of dialogue writing. So when y'all get this particular question in your exams on dialogue writing, just understand that y'all can either write a formal dialogue, an informal, or a semi-formal. So if you're having a dialogue with the principal of your school, then it has to be formal because it is your principal. And if you're having a dialogue with your friend, then it can be informal. And let's say if you are having a conversation probably with your parents, then I suggest the dialogue should be semi-formal because you respect your parents. There is an element of respect there, and but you also know them so well, so it can be semi-formal. So here I have an example of a dialogue. Okay, this dialogue is between a passerby and me, wherein I want to go to a public library, but I do not know the route to get there, and therefore I need this passerby's help. So you can start with, "Hello sir, can you help me?" So here I have written myself. You can also write a particular name if it's mentioned in your question paper, or we can stick with myself. Okay, so I say, "Hello sir, can you help me?" The passerby says, "Sure, what is it?" Then I say, "I have to go to the public library. Could you please guide me?" So it has to be very conversational. Alright, when you write a dialogue, just make sure that you'll have the other person in your mind. Just imagine the other person that you're talking to, because it shouldn't seem very structured. There has to be a certain flow in it. So make sure that you'll imagine the other character. So when I'm talking to the passerby, I have that passerby in my head. I have imagined that person. So if I say I have to go to the public library, the passerby would say, "Sure, you can take the bus 238, then he would probably point at that bus stop. You can take the bus number 238 from there." After which you can say, "Thank you." So after saying thank you, I may need some more clarity, right? Because I'm a stranger, I don't know this place too well. So you can ask the passerby, "Sir, what can I tell the conductor?" So the passerby may say that you can just tell the conductor that you want to go to Vasant Nagar. Just get down at that stop, and the public library is right opposite that bus stop. And you can just end the conversation by "Thank you," and the passerby can say, "No worries," or "You're welcome." Okay, so that is how you have a conversation. It's very fluid, there's a flow to it. It shouldn't sound too structured. Just make sure that while writing a dialogue, you'll remember these things. The tone of your dialogue has a lot to do with who you're having the conversation with. Alright, so if it's the principal of your school, it has to be formal. If you're having a conversation with your friends, it can be informal, as casual as possible. And then it can be semi-formal when you're having a conversation with your parents. I hope this was helpful, guys.
Explore more about the topics you love with Toppr. Subscribe now and keep learning.